What's up, man? It's your big brother K-Rino. I wanted to try to help everybody out with something on this particular topic today. And everybody, I would assume, has something that they're chasing after. Some goal, some accomplishment that you are trying to reach. And if it's worth something to you, a lot of times it's not going to be easy getting it. It's going to be a process. It's going to be hard. Some people come in understanding that based on what it is. And I'll give you an example of what I mean. If somebody is trying to become a doctor or a lawyer, what happens is you kind of already have a template of how long it's going to take. Well, you got to go to this school for such and such years, and you got to go to law school for such and such years. Then you got to do this, and you kind of have a framework of understanding how long it may take. But in other situations, you set out to do things, and there's no set time frame on it. There's no schooling involved in it. You just have to go for it and work your way into it. In the process of doing that, you're going to come across a lot of bumps in the road. You're going to have some setbacks. You're going to mess up and have to start over. All kind of things are going to happen unless you are just that rare individual who hits the home run on the first pitch. But that don't happen too often. So to the rest of us in this world, we have to understand that the race ain't always to the swift. But what we can't do is make the mistake of putting in time and years and work and sweat and just putting in all that effort. And when you perceive that it's not happening for you, then you quit. You can't make that mistake. A lot of times, you hear this saying all the time. It's man, you might quit right before you was about to get the big blessing, right before it's about to happen. You may have quit right before that. And if you quit permanently, the truth is we don't know. We never know if that was the case. But it might have been the case. Because I do feel that if you are good at something and you have put the time in to get to a certain place or accomplish a certain goal, I believe that those years do count for something. I do believe that those years are bringing you closer. Obviously, you're not where you was when you started. If you've been working on something 5 years, even a year, even 2 years, even 10 years. But what you can't do is, number one, let the personal frustrations that you may have because you think in your mind you're supposed to already be there. You can't let that discourage you from continuing to push towards it. Another thing that you can't do is, while you're working towards your goal and struggling to get there, you can't look at somebody else who might be doing the same thing that you're doing, but they got there a little quicker than you. You can't look at that and let that discourage you either. What's wrong with you? You can't do that. Oh man, how she blow up so fast? How she do this? How she get the loan? Whatever the case might be. Can't do it, man. You have to continue, because whatever his journey was, that's his journey. Whenever his time came, it was meant for his time to come at that time. You have to be focused on not his time, but on your own time. Get it done. And when you see them getting it done, congratulate them. and get back to work on your own thing. But you can't quit because you might have been super close, might have been right at the door, and you quit. It's a principle in that. And some people say, man, I've been doing this forever, man, and it's just not working out. Okay, well, you have to take the responsibility to try to figure out what it is you might be doing wrong or that you might not be doing exactly right. Sometimes we make the mistake of thinking that we're working harder than we really are. You got to ask yourself, am I really grinding as hard as I claim to be? See? Am I really getting it? You got to be honest with yourself. So if it's not happening for you, double up on your grind. Push harder. Learn more about it, whatever it is. But don't quit if you know or if you feel that this is your purpose and this is your talent and your gift. Don't quit. Because when you quit, everything you did prior to that was a waste of time and effort. You just wasted years. So now what you're going to do? You're going to pick out another um, career move and work on that and quit again if that don't work? Don't establish bad patterns and habits. Just take on the mindset that whatever you setting out to do, losing ain't an option and neither is quitting. All right, man, it's your big brother K-Rino. Peace.